Bros. They got me. The Macrones, Candace. I'm kind of sick, guys. I got a stomach bug. Since last night, a little bit before the stream, I was feeling kind of weird, kind of weak, weird. I was feeling like cold, like overly cold and stuff. And I went out and streamed anyway, but once I got off, I was like, oh man, I was feeling really sick. I think it's some type of stomach bug. Hodge case updates. I wonder what that is. Good morning. They got me, man. They got me. Maybe I was talking about the Macrones too much or talking about Candace too much. Or people got me. Poisoned me. I really wanted a haircut too really bad, but I was like, that wouldn't be right for me to go in there and potentially get other people sick, I guess. So I'll have to wait, I guess. Good morning. Thank you. So apparently this guy was out there overnight. He was a hiker that got stuck. Oh, they're just chilling. Oh, he has that. Looks like he has that space wrap around him to keep him warm. Maybe is that what he has? Maybe they dropped it off to him. Mountain rescue. Camelback Mountain. So he was stuck there since last night. He spent the night on Camelback Mountain after getting stuck on Echo Canyon Trail. Oh, that's dope. That's pretty dope. Oh, what's up? Walked on. I live near Camelback. I was wondering if he walked up there, why can't he just walk back? Right? I don't know why. But save me. There was somebody last night too on top of something, some type of structure, threatening to jump off, but I could have got on, but I was just feeling so sick. I said, man, forget it. I just rolled back into bed. I don't know what happened to that person. I'm assuming they got helped, but
we're getting our first look at.
My God. New video and audio of a pilot who tried to shut off the plane mid-flight. Hell nah. I've heard of stories like this. Cops that are like, not cops, pilots that are suicidal. Let me jump on the other platforms real quick. Overnight. By the way, I don't know, man. The TPUSA, they're supposed to be responding back to Candace on December 15th in a couple days. I wonder if we could do some kind of reaction to it on the clips page. It can mail clips. That might be interesting to see a live reaction. And I guess if Candace is going to be replying, we can watch her live reaction too. I don't know if I could just play it on a smaller screen and react and give commentary to not get a copyright strike or whatever, hopefully. Brokeback Mountain. What were you doing up on that mountain? Let's check out what was up with this guy here. Oh, man.
We're getting our first look at newly released dash cam footage.
I'm having a nervous breakdown.
And hearing audio from the terrifying moments when former Alaska Airlines pilot Joseph Emerson tried to shut down the engines of a passenger plane back in 2023.
Is that the guy that was on mushrooms? I thought I remember there was a story that some guy was on mushrooms, so he was tripping. He tried to shut off the engines. Maybe not this guy.
Hey! What's going on?
The local NBC station in Portland, Oregon, obtaining the video through a public records request.
So were you trying to kill yourself? I was trying to wake up.
We're also hearing audio from
this is the dude. I think he was on mushrooms. He said he was trying to wake up.
inside the flight deck. Listen.
What's wrong?
The pilot saying they had to get the plane on the ground.
Horizon, we need to make an emergency landing.
Emerson was riding in the jump seat on the flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco and tried to pull the emergency fire suppression handles, which would have cut off the engines. He later told police he had taken psychedelic mushrooms 2 days earlier.
Bro, so I was just sent this story before going live, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. That sounds interesting. And it reminded me of a story. And I heard about some dude, some pilot that was on freaking mushrooms. And so he's sitting there tripping balls. I don't know why anybody would take shrooms on a flight. I could have, a shot, a glass of wine, alcoholic beverage to, well, not a pilot. This guy's like a co-pilot or something. I'm talking for like a passenger perspective that's sitting in the back, you know, a Xanax or something. I understand that. But even as a passenger too, why would you take shrooms? I just can't imagine a hallucinogen like acid or shrooms would be a good thing. And then you're trapped in that bitch. Oh my God, I would not want to take acid or shrooms on a plane.
While grieving a friend's death and hadn't slept in more than 40 hours. New video shows him being taken off the plane by police. I spoke with Emerson after the incident. He never denied what he did, but said he never intended to hurt anyone and was struggling with his mental health.
What I thought is, this is going to wake me up. I know what those levers do in a real airplane. Right?
Yo, he sat down for an interview after? Holy shit. That's him? Yeah, that's him.
Right? And I need to wake up from this. It's 30 seconds of my life I wish it could change, and I can't.
Tripping is not for everybody, man. Just like weed, tripping is not for everybody. I don't like it at all. It's not for me. Tripping is not for everybody. Holy
And
crap.
Emerson did plead guilty. He had already spent 46 days in jail after his arrest, so he was sentenced to time served, which means no additional prison time. He's under supervised release for 3 years. Now, he and his wife have launched a foundation to focus on mental health for pilots. They say that's really important.
And that's what pilots go through so much. They really do. All right, Gio, thank you.
Scary. Wow. You're not gonna kill all of us because you're grieving and shit. You're not gonna kill the whole entire plane and shit. We'll take everybody down with you. What the hell? I hate that Twitch keeps getting the wrong title. I gotta figure that out. What's wrong with Twitch? Everywhere else gets the right title. So this was a guy, for the new people that just joined, excuse me. This was a guy that, it looks like he's kind of just chilling up there. I don't know what. He was caught up in the mountains since last night. He went on a hiking trip. They call it Camelback Mountain. Camelback Mountain. He's been stuck up there since last night. He was rescued just a little bit ago. I started the live feed over. He was rescued just a little bit ago. I didn't see anybody covering this. He got stuck there at 8:15 last night. Crews, Captain Lee said crews. Oh, okay. So they got cell phone, water, and blankets and food up there to him. So I was kind of like, oh wow, he had that blanket on him, but I was also thinking maybe they brought it up to him. He was probably very ill prepared. Seems like it. He didn't have anything on him. No water. I mean, maybe they just brought him the water, but cell phone, blankets, food. How the hell did he get up there? Camelback Mountain. I wonder what today is going to bring. I might have to go get some medicine for the whatever stomach bug. I mean, I don't feel as bad as last night, but I haven't eaten nothing today. I don't want to eat nothing. Since last night, I haven't touched nothing at all today. It's like almost 12. Yeah. Yeah. Tesla catches parking officer issue fraudulent ticket to illegally parked car in California. Squeaking lost his way.
This is absolute fraud what you guys are doing.
Frustration in Vanessa Pierce's voice as she and her husband Donald question a parking enforcement officer over a ticket. They were cited Saturday afternoon during a quick stop at Isola Bakery on Island Avenue in East Village.
I was extremely upset. I thought it was a mistake and maybe a glitch in the system.
After finding a spot around 12:30, the couple says they paid for 30 minutes of parking.
I actually walked back before him because our meter was about to expire and I didn't want to get a ticket.
But there it was, an $85 ticket for exceeding the 2-hour parking limit.
At this point, there's nothing I can do on it. It's already processed.
The couple says they told the officer his timing was wrong and he initially dismissed them.
Lo and behold, there was this video evidence of him chalking the tire and then immediately writing the citation stating that chalk mark has been there in excess of 2 hours.
When we saw that, we were in shock.
A compilation they shared on social media includes visible timestamps that support the couple's claims.
Are you getting a commission for writing off people?
Yeah.
You are not getting a commission. Okay.
I get paid the same whether I give you a ticket or not.
The San Diego Police Department says the officer has been working in this capacity for 2 months and an internal investigation is underway.
And they get rid of his ass. It's the holidays. People got bills to pay and shit. We're giving up people random tickets, making up stuff. Thank you, Brown Sugar. Did you guys hear about Bonnie Blue? That lady that's like slept with 1,000 guys in 12 hours. She went to Bali and got in trouble. I think Law and Crime covered it. I thought that she was with underage kids or something, but I guess they're saying they have like laws over there in Bali about doing pornography. Bonnie Blue.
Pornographic content creator Bonnie Blue was arrested in Bali for, yep, you guessed it, allegedly making explicit adult material, and in Indonesia that is a serious offense. And if the reporting is correct, she could now be looking at 15 years in jail?
Not Bonnie.
I don't want to talk native sponsor crowd and health.
And has no issue making your husband cheat. But it's so annoying, like have a shower, makeup, hair.
What you say?
I'm the girl that rage baits, the one that takes your son's virginity and has no issue making your husband cheat. But it's so annoying, like have a shower, makeup, hair, and then it's within minutes, like completely destroyed. I have just been the players, got a very red eye.
Bonnie Blue, real name Tia Billinger, 26 years old, British pornographic performer, content creator. She is in a lot of hot water right now overseas because she was arrested in Bali for allegedly making adult material. And let me tell you, that is a big no-no out in Indonesia. Right now, it's being reported that violating anti-porn laws there could get you locked up potentially for 15 years in jail and hit with a fine of about 6 billion rupiah. That's around $360,000. Now, what exactly is she accused of doing? Driving around in a truck labeled, sorry to say this, Bang Bus, and picking up young men allegedly to create pornographic material. In fact, she appeared to post herself on that truck on social media.
Hey parents, remember when I said I was going to pick your sons up? I wasn't.
Hey parents, wow. Hey parents, remember when I said I was going to pick your sons up? Holy moly.
Hi boys!
Now, according to reporting from The Sun and Australian news outlet 9 News, 17 men, mostly from Australia and Blue, were arrested by authorities as part of a raid on her studio. Now, while it's being reported that 14 young men were released, Blue was apparently kept in custody, as well as 2 other British men and 1 other Australian guy. But it was also reported that the 14 Australian tourists, they were hiding their faces from the cameras when they were caught. Like, they put their T-shirts on their faces, and they were already interviewed by Indonesian authorities. Now, news.com.au is reporting that Bonnie Blue was released from police custody, but would be questioned by authorities over the next 2 days by immigration officials. So it seems the immigration officials and law enforcement work hand in hand. Again, this is all over allegedly making explicit pornographic materials. And according to The Sun, Indonesia bans the production and distribution of this kind of adult content, particularly if it involves children, although to be clear, there is no evidence that any minors were involved in any of this. Now, according to The Independent, police said that Blue's group were allegedly creating, quote, content containing pornographic or immoral elements. And according to the Badung police chief, who we're going to talk about a little bit more, came out and said it is suspected that the place was used by the alleged perpetrator to produce pornographic videos. What does that mean? Well, according to The Sun and the Daily Mail, police found a lot. By the way, this was interesting too. Apparently her Instagram account was seized by authorities too, because again, she is accused of soliciting teen.
Damn, man, Bonnie Blue went out dirty. Facing a lot of time.
Different
a lot of
from
these
what we
countries
had.
aren't going to play the things that we're playing over here. And they even had to change .org, prevent Bonnie Blue from re-entering Australia. Holy shit. Bonnie. I wonder how this guy got stuck up there on his hike. Let's see what else they got going on. The holidays are around the corner. Tis the season. Oh. Damn, bros. The DoorDash. You guys remember the DoorDash delivery girl who filmed the drunk man passed out with his pants down? Apparently, she made her first court appearance. She pleaded not guilty and asked the judge to ban cameras in the courtroom. What? You want to ban
Off
cameras
a food order.
recording people? Hell no. What? Let's check it out real quick. The DoorDash girl, that shit was crazy.
The Oswego City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me.
This is her last post, published October
Snarky said he's escaping his wife. Said, I'll get stuck in these mountains.
26th, 2 weeks after her now deleted video causing this controversy. Working as a driver for delivery service DoorDash, Henderson claimed she was dropping off a food order when through the customer's door, saw him on the couch naked. After posting her footage, she reported the incident to Oswego police as sexual harassment.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. but he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. So police criminally charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance. Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time, thank you so much.
For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
That lady's, yeah, she's been doing is talking on TikTok about the situation, freaking out, going crazy, screaming, ah! But police are saying the story is not how she made it out to be. You know, and people are claiming that, yeah, the guy was passed out, supposedly drunk, but his door wasn't wide open like that. People are claiming that she pushed the door open and supposedly like went inside and stuff. I don't know what's true or not, but you know, the charges are being levied against her, so it's not looking good for her. DoorDash girl, that thing backfired on her so much. Horribly on her. Wow. Almost looks like, what does this guy not want to be rescued? What's going on with him? They tell him not to get. I would have stood. Oh, thank you so much. I would have stood up, walked over, probably given him a hug. What's going on? Mental health crisis? Wow, 13-hour operation. I'm never hiking again. I'd be cheering. Thank God. I'd be calling all my friends and texting from the phone they gave. Maybe they told him to stay still or something. The Phoenix police rescuers were visibly armed. Police said that was precautionary. The man appears to be communicating and talking with rescuers. A Phoenix police helicopter spotted the man while doing patrols. He either had no cell phone or was not charged, so he was just caught there by happenstance. A helicopter was flying by. I wonder if he didn't want to be found. Maybe he didn't want to be found. I wonder if there's something more sinister to the whole thing. Let's see. Protest. Oh my God. There's a massive protest in Bulgaria. Bulgaria. What's going on out there? It says Bulgaria's opposition coalition urged people to join a protest outside the parliament as the government faces a no confidence vote. Wow. Bulgaria. Hey, could you refuse rescue? Like, I'm not interested. Thanks, but no thanks. I wonder if this guy will do an interview or something. Or let's see what the comment section says. No comments. Oh, this one has some nice quality. Better quality than this one. I don't know. To me, the interactions with the guys just seems very odd to me. Doesn't seem like somebody that's happy to be rescued. I mean, what are they going to handcuff his ass and then lift him out? Can they do that? Can they hog tie his ass and put him to the stretcher? It doesn't seem happy to be rescued. So odd. Or maybe that's just people's normal reaction when getting rescued. Maybe some of them are just stoic. Yeah, thanks. No problem. I'm actually doing you the favor. I would have been smiling. I would have looked at the camera. The camera, they would have been able to zoom in on me. I would have been like, fucking smiled, thumbs up, and everything. I would have been so happy and grateful. My God. It's almost like they're pleading with him. Come on, please, sir, or something. Maybe they're waiting on something. I feel like maybe there's something else going on with that guy. Trying to see right now, though. They had a press conference last night, apparently. I didn't see. Let me see. Oh, this was... Okay. Oh, this was a couple hours ago. They had a press conference thing.
Waiting for the sun to rise officially, all to help a hiker down from Echo Canyon Trail. And yes, that is the area that has been closed for quite some time.
Yeah, let's get straight out to our own Nick Saletti, live there at Echo Canyon. You're standing by for a brand new update from those fire officials.
See you, Team 6.
Kaylee, Megan, good morning to you. Yeah, Phoenix Fire is on scene one by one. We have seen members of this department arrive to try to begin this rescue mission. Right now, it is simply just too dark and not safe for these fire crews to begin this. But what I was told is that they're going to have to bring in the helicopter because the man right now is on a boulder and it is just too difficult to reach him hiking up. Right now, we're getting ready for Phoenix Fire Captain DJ Lee to give us an update on what is happening and whatnot. So let's go ahead and bring him in right now as he listens.
Yeah, are they patting him down or are they hooking him up to something? He's being strip searched or something. Like, make sure he don't have no knives or guns on him. Trying to make sure you don't stab us or shoot us while we're doing this operation.
Let's go ahead and listen in, guys.
Absolutely. So around 8 o'clock last night or 8:15 p.m. yesterday, we had our PD helicopter was doing its patrol around the city of Phoenix, and they noticed a person on top of Camelback Mountain, on the Camel's Head of Camelback Mountain on the Echo Canyon side. At that time, they dispatched the TRT crews so we could come in and try to do a mountain rescue, effect a mountain rescue. As we were doing that, we noticed, obviously, at 8 o'clock at night, it's super dark outside. It kind of slows things down. Number one, we want to make sure that he's okay. Once we found out he was not injured, he was just kind of stuck at the top of the mountain, we decided we could slow our pace down. We want to make sure we do this correctly and is safe. So as we do that, we go up there, we send our drones up there, we send our helicopter up there to kind of see what we've got going on. Unfortunately, he did not have a cell phone on him. He didn't have a lot of stuff for us to actually communicate with him to get.
I wonder why no cell phone. I mean, maybe that's kind of odd in itself. I mean, most people carry a cell phone, even just for a walk, unless he's one of those people that's just like, you know, I don't know, the radio waves, it's going to get me, or I don't know, I want to completely be out in nature. I don't understand why somebody wouldn't have a cell phone unless he was planning to do something or hurt himself. I mean, it's possible. Some people, you know, I don't know, it's just weird.
What we needed, other than he was waving his hands, telling us or signaling to us that he needed help. So at this time, like I said, we took our time, we slowed down.
A bottle of tequila. Yeah.
We decided it was too dark and too risky to affect an effective helicopter rescue or a manual rescue where our crews hike up to him and effect a rescue. So we decided we flew him up a cell phone so we could communicate to him. We flew him up some water, blankets, some food, and we've been in contact with him the entire night. And as the sun will start to come up, we're going to formulate a plan, get our crews up there safely, and we'll extract him off the mountain safely.
DJ, when do you think that's going to be able to happen in the next couple of hours?
We're hoping, you know, as the sun comes up, we kind of wait for the light to come. As soon as we get the best sun we can, we'll get our helicopter up there, we'll get our crews up there, and we'll figure out the best game plan. So
we know this
a couple
trail's been
hours.
Closed for a couple of months because of rain and erosion. Any idea on how he got up to where he is?
No, we don't know if he took the Cholla Trailhead side or the Echo Canyon side. Those are all questions that could be answered later, but we don't know how he actually got up there, what side he came up on.
Captain, are there any repercussions for anyone who needs to be rescued off of a closed trail?
At this time, our main focus is working on the rescue, getting him down safe. We're not worried about anything else other than getting our crew members up there safely and effecting the rescue, getting him down safe.
Any potential obstacles you guys can face once you go up there?
Absolutely. It's kind of at an off-the-trail area. It's at the top of the Camel's Head, which is not an easy trail to get to. For us to actually hike to it, it'd have to be some rock climbing and some other things that's not normal. So yes, if we have to if for whatever reason we can't use the helicopter to get him down, it will take a little bit more time and effort and some concerns for us as we get up there, for sure.
Captain, obviously a lot of questions here. Any idea on what this man may have been doing there in the first place? I think that's the big question that everyone has this morning.
Yeah, no, we don't know why he went up there. Maybe we're just enjoying a hike. We don't know. These are all questions that could be answered later. Again, our main focus right now is the rescue, getting him down safely.
You know, your TRT teams, these technical rescue teams, I mean, you train year-round for this kind of thing. Usually we think about you in the summer and in the heat, but what kinds of things become obstacles now that it's colder for you guys and your crew members?
So this is still a tough trail no matter what time you hike in, and whether it's 116 degrees out or 50 degrees out. It's a difficult trail. A lot of times we'll get the heat injuries in the summertime, but you could still get fall injuries, or you could twist an ankle, break a leg. So we could still get mountain rescues even in the wintertime. It's cooler out, but I don't think it's to the hypothermia temperature yet. Again, once we get him off the trail safely, we'll do a full evaluation on him, transport him to the hospital if he needs. But again, it's one of those things you just never know with this mountain.
We were also hearing, too, that Phoenix police are going to be here. Members of their SAU or the SWAT team are going to be here, too. Can you go into detail about any of that?
So it's mainly precautionary again. We want.
That's interesting. I mean, I already saw that they were armed and they had mentioned that and it's precautionary, but they had SWAT there too.
Here too, police are going to be here. Members of their SAU or the SWAT team are going to be here too.
Some Bearcats too. We're just gonna have some Bearcats. Even his whole I don't know. The guy's demeanor is just strange to me. I don't know.
Can you go into detail about any of that?
So it's mainly precautionary again. We want to make sure that we're safe in all aspects of it. We want to get him down safely. We're going to just take all.
I was like, yo, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'd be like this to the cops, shake their hands. You know, something people don't do anymore. Shake his hand. I'd even look up at the camera, smile. I really would. I'm fucking like, yo, thank you. Yo, right here. You know, I don't know. But maybe this guy's dealing with some stuff, heavy stuff. That's my guess. I have no idea why this guy was up there especially with no cell phone, nothing. I could totally understand somebody going on a hike, not bringing supplies, because that kind of stuff happens all the time. But no cell phone though, that's weird.
All the needed precautions. The SAU team, they're trained for this kind of stuff, just as our technical rescue teams are trained for this stuff. So we're going to take every precaution and necessary step to make sure everybody's completely
I think there's more, and I think they know there's more.
Yeah, okay, so we know that he's been there at least since 8 o'clock, so now going on some 10 hours.
Yeah.
You've been here pretty much that whole time. How are your crew members holding up? How are you holding up?
You know, this is stuff that we train for. We work 24-hour shifts on a fire department, so we know that this is kind of the things that we can be faced with. So we're ready for it. Our guys are very well trained. They'll have no problem doing this. Again, this is something that we do a lot, and so our members are very well trained for this.
How did you guys observe the hiker? Did you feel like maybe he wasn't prepared for this?
Based on what we've seen, it's not the typical hiking wear that we see. And we always talk about hiker safety, wear the proper clothing, the proper shoes, the proper gear, plenty of water, stuff like that. Again, these are speculation. These are things that we haven't completely seen yet. But again, we'll see when he comes down, why he was up there, what he was doing, how he got up there. Those are all good questions.
Captain, we missed what you first said initially. What did you say about the approach this morning, with these rescue efforts?
As far as what they're going to do. So as the sun comes up, our crews are going to start arriving. Our TRT crews are going to come back here. They're going to formulate a plan. We'll probably take the helicopter up with some of our members, find the best location. Again, this is not a typical place like on the mountain. We have different landing zones on the mountain where we could land on the normal trails, but this is an off-the-trail area. So we're going to have to really find a better location or the best location and the safest location for us to insert our crew members into that area and find a location best suited to extract him off the mountain.
I know you guys have communication with him as well. Did he say anything about his age, any type of medical needs?
No. Right now, we just know it's an adult male.
Okay, guys, we're going to continue to listen in. This is Phoenix Fire Captain DJ Lee, who's been giving us an update this morning on this mission here. We're going to continue to listen in.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. Let me fix something real quick. Hopefully that can fix this here. It seems like because my stream is going through because I've had all these connection problems. I have a thing that I protect the stream with, but I'm gonna turn it off and enable a direct connection. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
And ask questions right now
as
they piece together how exactly they're going to pull off this rescue mission. But the one thing we know, they're going to have to wait until the sun comes up this morning to start to do any of that.
Okay. I think I fixed it. Hiker rescue, man. We're still here. You guys can still see me. You guys didn't even notice that I disconnected and reconnected, did you? It was that quick. Let's see something. What the fuck is going on here? Oh. Oh. I want that though. Oh, okay. I had two of them playing in the background. Okay, well, I connected directly to Comcast, so hopefully it's not a problem.
The Oswego.
Let's see if I can find more about this guy. Rescued quicksand trap. Second hiker in famous Utah. This was 16 hours ago, but what happened over here?
Found himself trapped in quicksand while he was hiking solo at Arches National Park. Fox 13's Chris Reed has that story.
If you grew up watching cartoons like Scooby-Doo and Bugs Bunny, you probably ended up with an ingrained fear of walking along a trail like this and ending up in quicksand. But for one person in Arches National Park, that cartoon fear became a reality.
Before this trip, I honestly thought quicksand was more of a folklore or a legend.
Austin Dirks is not a novice hiker.
I've hiked thousands of miles through the desert.
But not like the one he was hiking in Courthouse Wash at Arches National Park on Sunday.
It was my left leg that went through first. I was able to pull it out, and then I shifted all my weight to my right foot, and I sunk up to the knee. But it felt like I had stepped into concrete, and then it hardened around my leg. I couldn't even move it a millimeter.
He was thinking hypothermia was set in.
It's cold at night, and to spend it in cold water for a long period of time, that has serious consequences.
Scott Sully with Grand Canyon Search and Rescue says quicksand rescues are extremely rare. But he says what's not rare are all the times they have to go rescue hikers for any reason. There's one other quicksand rescue he knows of, a woman getting stuck for 13 hours in July 2014 on the same trail. For Dirks, it was a 2-hour ordeal stuck in a 45-degree angle he compares of bending forward in a ski boot. But he says he was prepared with a GPS satellite messenger that was able to reach authorities with his exact location. He says the time after that message was sent was the scariest until he saw that search and rescue drone. Sully says having a way for people to locate you is one way to prepare for quicksand and for any hiking emergency, as long as you don't panic and stay put.
We would really rather just, if you need to call 911, hit the SOS button on your satellite device if you have it, because that will tell us exactly where you're at.
Sully and Dirk say because it's rare, there isn't any good advice to avoid quicksand catastrophes. But you should be aware of the possibility if you're going into an area where the ground looks like it has moisture. The best advice is carry the essentials and make sure someone knows where you are. Dirk says he's thankful for both his locator and his rescuers.
I realize that's the closest I've ever come to dying. I mean, I literally owe my life to them.
From St. George, Chris Reed, Fox 13 News, Utah.
And we are joined live now by that reporter, Chris Reed from Fox 13 in Utah. Thanks for being here.
Utah. Yeah, to me, I don't know, man. Those people over there look like it's not just a rescue operation, but it's also like make sure this guy doesn't try to do anything crazy. Maybe it could be really just precautionary because of how crazy things have been. But it seems like they're like extra. Does he have a warrant or something? Okay, let me see what else is popping. No way. Nah, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys remember. So I've covered this guy. The guy on the Caribbean, was it the Royal Caribbean cruise that was served 33 drinks. I covered it on the clips page. We did a live stream there. And then also here on the main page, I just did a mention during a live stream, one of the random live streams that we've done recently. And apparently now they're saying, this is some wild shit, okay? Now they're saying supposedly this guy, Royal Caribbean Cruise staff, stuffed a passenger in a fridge and refused to return to port after he was served 33 drinks. That's what the lawsuit is claiming. That's wild. We talked about the 33 drinks. He was also injected haloperidol, which is like an antipsychotic. And he was going crazy on camera, like doing all kinds of wild shit, like kicking the door in and all this type of stuff. Now they're saying, they're alleging that he was stuffed in a fridge. That's wild. If that's true, holy shit. Wow. If that's true, then maybe they have a case.
A cruise ship passenger who was reportedly drunk and unruly on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship has died.
No! The coroner's office confirms 35-year-old Michael Virgil died aboard Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas.
One of the most tragic cases I've ever worked on. And they were in sort of a holding pattern. They board the vessel. They're on sort of a quasi orientation situation. They are on a pool area where there are bars, bar type structures around them, and they're just waiting. And the child became a little bit impatient. So Connie took the child to go see if they could check on the room because their room was not ready yet. And it was during that time frame where we really don't know with absolute precision what happened. The next time Connie saw Michael, he was on a gurney outside the medical office with zip ties, and he looked like he had been bruised and battered. And they told her at that time, he was being rambunctious. He was riled up. We're going to give him some kind of sedative, which they would not identify, but it's all going to be okay. And they told her to go back to her cabin. And she did. And we don't know the exact time. It's an estimate based on memory, but within 30 minutes to an hour, she gets a phone call saying he's dead. She got a phone call with the news. And that's just not supposed to happen. You don't have to be a lawyer or an expert you can just use your common sense to know something stinks. And when we got the ME report from the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, it just had echoes of George Floyd. I don't know how else to say it. You have 5 people putting their entire body weight on Michael and mechanically asphyxiating him for 3 minutes is what the medical examiner estimated, after which he was immobile for 2 minutes. His body was able to somehow come back. But ultimately, that mechanical asphyxiation was the first domino that fell that caused his death. And there were lots of other things that happened. They overserved him. They injected him with Haldol and succinylcholine.
Oh, I didn't know about succinylcholine. Succinylcholine is like this very strong paralyzing agent. Paralyzes you. I'm surprised they gave succinylcholine because I thought maybe you'd have to be monitored, like your breathing and stuff, like anesthesia. Succinylcholine, also known as this other name, is a powerful short-acting, depolarizing neuromuscular blocker, muscle relaxant, used as to general anesthesia. It is administered by a trained healthcare professional, typically via intravenous IV injection, to cause temporary skeletal muscle paralysis. People have been killed like this with succinylcholine. People have stolen that medication and then have injected a lot of it into somebody and just let them die, kind of thing. Like I think they're like awake, but they can't move type of shit. I don't know. Let me see. I'm not sure why they gave this guy. I understand the guy was wilding out, and I understand haloperidol and restraining him because he was going crazy. But I don't know about succinylcholine. I'm kind of surprised. Succinylcholine is used to provide muscle relaxation for medical procedures like surgery and endotracheal intubation easier. Why would they do succinylcholine? Oh man, I don't know.
2 very powerful drugs, one of which, succinylcholine, is a muscle relaxant that is used for people going into general anesthesia. That's just not something you're supposed to be giving a man like this.
He said George Floyd. They're really trying to bring it back. Oh shit. I don't know. If we find more information on the story, maybe I'll do another coverage of it. If we can find the lawsuit, I'm sure the lawsuit's out there. I really would like to see like the full, if there's more body camera, about what happened that night. Because I really would like to see. I know they have these clips. I'd like to see what else was he was doing, because it seemed to me like he was a threat to the people on that cruise. I mean, maybe I guess you could argue they could have dealt with it different, but I don't know if he's trying to bust indoors. They had said that he was threatening to kill people too, so they were gonna have to subdue him. You can't just let somebody run wild like that. You know, they were gonna have to subdue him. But I guess when it comes to haloperidol and succinylcholine, those medications while somebody's drunk, and then the whole 33 drinks, I still don't understand that. How do you? Because the family had said there was a news thing where the family had said he's not a big drinker, and I'm like, what the 33 drinks? How are you not a big drinker? Or did they force you to drink this shit? Or like, how did that happen? It's a weird story. And that happened at the end of 2024, but now it's coming. Oh, there we go. He's up. Free falling. And I'm free. Maybe I shouldn't say free falling, but. I'd probably be scared shitless. Oh, shit. I'd be cursing the whole time. Fuck. The whole time. But I guess you have to be excited, too, if you're really stuck on this mountain. It's weird. I want to see if we can follow back at some point on one of the random lives and see if we can find out if this guy... I mean, maybe we'll never know. Maybe we'll never know if the guy really had some type of, wanted to hurt himself or whatever. Might never find out again. He might just disappear until the algorithm to the news section, to the back pages of the newspaper, never to be seen again. I mean, he's lucky that the helicopter spotted him. The helicopter just came across him. Happenstance. He's lucky, because if not, he probably would have been dead at some point. I don't know how many nights he would have survived, because it gets pretty cold up there at nighttime. They're saying the guy was freezing, so they dropped off some blankets. He was there since last night. They dropped off some blankets, food. Wow. I'm going to look more into this cruise thing. Caribbean cruise. But the whole thing too with the fridge, that's weird, yo. What the hell? They don't have a policy or something? Like if somebody passes away, the policy is to stuff them in a fridge? They're claiming, and again, these are lawsuit claims, so we'll have to see if it's true, or what the Caribbean cruise is going to say. Royal Caribbean. Passenger was stuffed in the fridge after being served 33 drinks. Stuffed in the fridge. That's crazy. His fiance claims he was served 33 drinks, injected with a sedative, and then denied. And continued sailing after he died following the marathon drinking. So they were like, we're not turning the ship around. We got paying customers. We're going to finish this trip, vacation, I guess. So they're saying was detained by cruise ship security during the drunken rage and died in custody, had a blood alcohol level of 0.182 to 0.186. That's more than twice the legal driving limit. Okay. Virgil became belligerent after crew members allegedly served him nearly 3 dozen drinks. I just can't imagine what that's like, sitting there. How do you drink 3 dozen drinks? I mean, it's not like you're hanging out with the boys and you're drinking the whole day, Even that's still kind of like a lot, but like drinking the whole day to the 2-3 days of drinking, 30 something drinks. The claim is that they had gone to this cruise. I guess they didn't have the room available or something. And so the child, they have I think an autistic 7-year-old child. The child was kind of acting up. And so she took the child took off with the child, I think, and they left him there by the bar. And I don't think he was there that long. I don't know how long they said, an hour, 2 hours. I'm gonna have to find this lawsuit. How do you consume that much in 2 hours? He drank enough for a whole party of people. So if one person really did serve him 30-something drinks, I guess that person's probably going to be held liable, I guess. Maybe if they have some type of law, you got to stop serving somebody at a certain point. Oh, there he is. It's literally the food fridge they served, whatever was in the fridge to make space. Yeah, damn. He's probably that's crazy too to think about it. He was probably in there with, they probably stuffed him in there with food. And then there's probably people walking in and out. I guess they finished the cruise. I wonder how many days the cruise was. They had servers and cooks and whatever walking in and out of the fridge, and his body there, and just walking past his body to grab the ingredients to serve to or cook for the passengers. Line up 10 shots 3 times. That'd be wild, man. I mean, I don't know. You would think somebody would pass out at that point, unless he, I don't know, unless he was on medication, some type of uppers. You keep drinking, you don't feel nothing. It's crazy how many people die on cruises. They have their own morgues in there. No way. They do not turn the boat around. You have to finish the cruise. You sign that when you purchase a ticket. Wow. I've never been on a cruise. I want to because I heard it's fun. I mean, there's, I guess, particular cruise I'm going to avoid, I guess, because some of the videos I've seen, I don't want to deal with all this crazy shit. But I know friends that I've gotten, it's fun for a couple days. You stop at different places. You can go out for a couple hours. It can be a lot of fun, I guess. Or so they say. It's a nonstop party. I thought it's like unlimited drinks, unlimited food, or whatever, right? They have a mini hospital. They have their own armory too. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Quinn Scorpio said my stepmom had a heart attack on a cruise. She passed away. And so there's nothing they can do. They just have to wait till the trip is over, I guess. That's crazy. The whole fridge part too, it's just like, did they stuff them in a refrigerator food, or is it like a morgue thing? There he is on a stretcher. That's crazy, man. Can't ruin the party, right? Yeah. When I see all this stuff happening to these people too, it's like you got to be, the older you get, it's like you just have to be thankful to be alive. I was 35 years old. You got to be thankful to be alive. All this crazy shit, the shit we see in the news every day too. I mean, I literally, I'm not trying to sound like, I don't know, like a mope or whatever, but I sometimes wake up and I'm just like, and I just thank God I'm awake. Thank God I woke up today. You know, because the older you get, like statistically, the chances of you dying and the fact that you've made it this far already, I'm 40. Like, thank God I'm alive, man. It's holy shit. It's crazy out there, man. There's something to this cruise story that just is not adding up, obviously. There's just something that doesn't make sense to me. The 33 drinks. Let me see. I mean, I don't know. I know people go on these cruises to have fun and drink, you know, unlimited. A heavy drinker myself, I have consumed all of the top shelf scotch. This person here posted 5 hours ago on a 2-week cruise with unlimited package. I suggest the cruise lines redefine the policy. Unlimited shouldn't be more than the average human being can consume without harm. The number of drinks consumed is an allegation by the wife. Who knows what the real number is? Yeah, I wonder if they have cameras. They're gonna have to. There's gonna be witnesses, cameras. First, speak for yourself. Somebody posted 41 seconds ago. I have done the drink package in the Royal, and they do use room key to track. And third thing, here they still don't account the time to time period this fool supposedly drank 33 drinks. He could have got on the ship at 11:30 that morning and still been there at 11 at night. I don't know they can track it with your card, I guess. That makes sense if they can. Not to sound cruel or heartless, but a ship without thousands of passengers cannot just return home port because one person passed away, especially through their own indiscretions. There's a lot of people talking about this shit. There's almost 2,000 comments on this article from the New York Post. I guess it won't let me look at it anymore without signing in. Oh, really? Okay, FMZ in the chat says Carnival cuts your unlimited at 10 a day. At least that's what they told me. That's it? No, I'm just kidding. Carnival drink package caps off at 15 drinks a day. AJ said that they supposedly water down their drinks too, which I wouldn't be surprised. Water down their drinks. This person, I don't know. This guy, I think they put him in the back of a rescue thing, but I mean, the thing that stood out to me with this rescue is that the people were armed. They were armed, and to me, it looks like they were saying there was SWAT in the area, but like it was just precautionary. I think there's something else with this guy going on with this mountain rescue. And I don't know. I think he went up on that mountain to I don't know. I don't know if he was going to hurt himself or what his plan was. I mean, I've seen quite a few of these rescues. I've live streamed some of them, you know, and there's just something about this one that seems a little bit off. Like, I don't know. It's just to me the guy's demeanor, the way they had their guns there, you know, like I don't know. So we're gonna have to follow up later and see. Or tomorrow, whenever they give some type of update. But I was saying too, we may never find out either. The guy might just disappear. We never hear from him again. I guess that's it. So yeah, I don't know. December 15th, I'd like to see and find a way if we could react to the TP USA thing. I'm gonna do it on the clips page for those that are interested. That's gonna be the huge thing, I think. I guess political wise. Father and son rescued in Florida Everglades after their 4-wheeler ran out of gas. I've never been to the Everglades. I want to go to the Everglades. I mean, I don't want to do anything too crazy, but I want to go to the Everglades. There's this abandoned place in the Everglades too that I always wanted to go to. This abandoned rocket facility, and there's been some murders that have happened out there too. Let me see if I can pull it up. Abandoned. I feel like I definitely would have to carry out there because I don't know. Abandoned for people or animals, but mostly for people. Yeah, it's there is these two. There's this place that it looks kind of cool. I've seen pictures. I don't know if they've redone it, but The Aerojet rocket testing site in Miami-Dade, Florida, is a secluded area in the Everglades where young men, including Jesus Trejo in 2013 and Christian Joseph McKenzie 2013, were found shot to death. Their case highlighting the dangers of illicit activities like target practice, common in isolated areas, with killers never identified in these specific incidents. Jesus Trejo, an 18-year-old who went missing after meeting someone in the area, his car was found near the Aerojet Road, and his body was later discovered in a canal with a gunshot wounds, later attacked by an alligator. Holy crap. I mean, I'm not laughing at him. I'm just thinking, like, that's the place that I want to go to. You know, it's like, holy shit. And then Christian Joseph McKenzie, a 21-year-old whose body was found with a gunshot wounds on the canal bank near the site. His own gun was used, and detectives believe he knew his killer. I really like, is this the same killer, both in 2013, or is this two separate incidents? They're right in the same area. I wonder if they were unsolved. I thought one of them got solved or something. I don't know. Remoteness. This area isolation makes a popular spot for illegal activities like target shooting, attracting people who might not be locals. Unsolved cases. The remote area, the remote nature of the site has contributed to multiple murders and unsolved cases. And I think there's pictures of this facility. Yeah. I want to see it. It just looks really cool. I don't know. I think there's like an underground thing there too. And so the Erie Abandoned Rocket Development Facility in Florida that competed to design NASA spacecraft that took man to the moon. That's the inside. Don't go there. It seems like a bad place to go to, kind of. Now reading about the murders and stuff. Just be dope as hell to go record over there and check out the place. Like, look at that. You don't want to come around here, boy. I remember the last time I went on like an exploration trip. I'm pretty sure I found some type of illegal activity, and I dipped out of there really quick. There's some like weird abandoned. It was here in South Florida though, like more local, but it was really weird. I believe something was going on over there. The outside facility shows it as a metal cage. Many who pass by have no idea what's inside. Hello? All right. I'm going to head out for now, guys. I will catch you later. Appreciate you. And we'll see how I feel. I might try to get some Pepto-Bismol. I feel okay right now that I got out of bed and like sat down and stuff. I feel okay, but my stomach was going crazy. You know, the stomach bug was just going crazy. But I think it's passing me already. We'll see. All right, I'll catch you guys later.